The river on Kylora Prime was never meant to hold life, only take it. Locals called it the Whispering Drown because it sang to the wind just before it claimed someone. 12-year-old Myra hadn't meant to wander that close. She had chased her runaway data drone down the cliffside trail, slipping through silver grass and humming stones until the roar of the river silenced everything. She spotted it then. A slick, gray figure caught in the river's current, flailing, half-submerged. At first, she thought it was a seal, but the long ears, glowing eyes, and desperate mental screaming proved otherwise. "Help me!" The voice didn't come through her ears. It pulsed directly in her brain, sharp, primal, pleading. It was an alien wolf pup. She'd only seen them in holobigs, feral, psionic creatures native to the misty forests. Dangerous, unpredictable, illegal to touch, let alone save. But this one was just a pup, dying. Myra didn't hesitate. She dropped her tech pack, tied a vine root around her waist, and plunged into the freezing sludge. It was like swimming through liquid steel. Her fingers barely found purchase on the pup's slick fur. He thrashed wildly, mind screaming, even as she pulled him close and kicked toward shore. They spilled onto the bank, shivering, soaked, and half-dead. Myra coughed violently, but the pup lay limp. Its fur had gone dull and its breathing shallow. She cradled him, heart pounding. "Hey! Hey! Stay with me," she whispered, pressing gently on his ribcage. "You're okay now. You're safe." The pup's eyes fluttered. His thoughts reached hers again, this time softer, weaker. "Why?" Myra smiled faintly, her breath fogging. "Because you needed help." She didn't take him home. She knew better. Instead, she built a shelter in a hollow tree near the cliffs, returning each day with food scraps and thermal blankets swiped from her brother's camping gear. The pup, she named him Vake, healed slowly, his fur regaining its shimmering blue-gray sheen. His mind, once filled with terror, grew calm and curious. He didn't speak much, not with words, but she felt him. Gratitude, caution, then something else, connection. One afternoon, as she fed him slices of fried rootfish, she felt a mental pulse so strong it made her stagger. "Pack is near." She froze. "Your pack." Vake's head jerked toward the forest. His ears perked. The air grew colder, tighter. Then came the howl. It was like thunder laid with sorrow, echoing across the cliffs. Myra backed away, her heart racing. I should go." Vake stood. He was taller now, stronger. He looked her in the eyes, and for the first time, she heard his voice clearly inside her head. "No, come. They will not harm you. I have chosen." Night fell fast. The forest shadows thickened as they walked, Vake leading, Myra clutching her flashlight with shaky hands. Branches moved where no wind blew. Yellow eyes blinked from the undergrowth. Then the path opened into a moonlit clearing, and Myra saw them. At least 8 adult alien wolves encircled the space, towering, sleek beasts with starfire eyes and glistening fangs. They made no sound, only watched. Vake padded forward and howled, a short, high call. One of the wolves, black as vacuum with a single silver scar over its eye, stepped forward. It regarded Myra with piercing intensity. Then, impossibly, it spoke into her mind. "She pulled you from the death water." Myra swallowed hard. "Yes." "Why?" She hesitated, heart thudding. He needed help. No one else was coming. The wolves murmured, not with voices, but with emotion. A wave of acknowledgement passed through them. Some turned their heads. Others stepped closer. "You are small," the scarred one said. "Flesh soft, blind to path of sky. Yet you fought the river." Myra stood a little straighter. He was scared, and alone. The wolves circled her now, silent as shadows. One brushed against his shoulder. Another sniffed her hair. She is not pack, but she fed our bloodling. She heard the call. The bond echoes. The scarred wolf Saturday, few of your kind would answer. Fewer still would risk death. It paused. Are seen. Then it lowered its head. All of them did. Myra didn't move. She didn't know what to do until Vake stepped beside her, brushing her hand with his snout. They accept. You are one of us now. Bonded. You are. Skyblood. She blinked. Sky, what? Vake looked up at the stars. The name we give those who are not born of the den, but still fight as pack. It is rare. You are the first human. Myra knelt slowly, placing her hand against Vake's forehead. His fur was warm now, no longer soaked with river chill. I didn't expect this, she whispered. Neither did we, said the scarred one. But the river gave you to us, and you gave our lost one a future. In the weeks that followed, Myra changed. She still lived in her village, still attended lessons and fixed data drones for credits. But when the sky grew dark and the wind sang along the cliffs, she vanished into the woods, and they always waited. Vake grew tall, strong as any adult, his fur gleaming like moonlight on ice. He ran beside her, protected her, taught her. She learned their ways, how to listen not with ears, but heart, how to feel the shift of air before a storm, how to run with silent feet and speak without words. The villagers noticed, of course, the strange way she walked now, the odd confidence in her eyes, how no animal dared snarl at her. They didn't understand. They couldn't. By the edge of the forest, where the stars first touched the trees, a pack watched, and if you listened closely, you might hear them howl, not in sorrow, but in pride. They had found her, and she had saved one of their own.